Hey guys, in this lecture, we're going to create drop-down for filtering. Let's say, for example, in a company where you work as a data analyst, the marketing manager presents you with this data set, stating that the company wants to know the amount of money they are spending on each category and the number of unique key phrases that is associated to that category, the sign-up and the sales and the ad cost and conversion that is associated to each of the category in this data set. Now, we have different types of category here. Under category column, we have the children category, we have the general category, we have the women category, and we have the men category. Now, what the marketing manager is saying in essence is that they want to have a summary view of this data set for the category. Now, one way in which you can do that is for you to create a dashboard that will show the value for each of the category in this data set. Now, to create, I've already drafted a dashboard here. Now, what we're going to do is that we're going to create a list for the category. Now, to create a list for a category, you go to data, then you go to data validation. Once you click on data validation, then you click on this under this allow, then you click the down arrow button, then you select list. Now, once you select list, then you now come here. You now have to select the list of category. Now, we already have a list of category here. You just select it. After selecting it, you have to come here, select everything. After selecting it, then you click on this. Then once you click on that, then you now press OK. You see that a drop-down button is now shown here. You can select from any of the category that is here. So now, the next thing that we have to do is that we have to calculate the unique key phrases that is associated with each of the category. Now, to calculate that, we have to make use of the count if function, because we're going to count the number of unique key phrases that is associated to the category. Now, we're going to write count if, then we're going to supply the range and also the criteria. Now, to supply the range, we have to go to marketing performance table, then we go to category. Once we go to category, then we select the category, because the category is going to be our range. Now, after selecting it, then you now come here and place a comma. After placing a comma, then we have to supply in the category, that is the criteria. Then we click this, then you now close the bracket, and we hit enter. So now, the number of key phrases that is associated to home category alone is about 6. For baby or for children is about 52. For baby is about 55. For men is about 19. Now, let's say, for example, wants to know the total ad cost that is associated to main category alone. So in that case, we're going to use the sum if function. Now, we'll have to write sum if. After writing the sum if, then we have to supply in the range. So now we have to, the range is going to be the category column. So now, go to the top, then we have to select the category. After selecting the category, we can decide to press function F4 to anchor it. After anchoring it, then you have to place a comma. Then from the comma, then you have to select the category. We can also decide to anchor the category, then by pressing function F4. Now, you now press a comma. Now the summary. Now we have to go back to marketing performance table, then we have to go to ad cost. Now we now highlight everything. Now we can also press function F4 to anchor it. Now after anchoring it, then we have to close the bracket, then we hit enter. So that the total number of amount of dollar that is spent on main category alone is about $301.8. Now for home is this, for general, for baby is this. Now let's say, for example, for sign up. Now we want to know the number of sign up for each of the category. Now we have to press we're going to make use of the sum if function. Sum if function, then you press tab, then we have to select the range also, then we have to go to category, then we press this. After then we now select this, then we place a comma. After placing a comma, then we now have to supply in the criteria. This is the criteria, then comma, then the sum range of the sign up. Then we have to go back to marketing performance to select the sign up. Now this is the sign up. We go to the top. Now we select everything. Then now come back here. After selecting it, then we have to close the bracket. Close the bracket, then we hit enter. So now this is total number of sign up for baby category alone. Let's say, for example, wants to know the conversion, the number of conversion for baby category. Then we still have to use a sum if function. Sum if, then we press tab, then we go to marketing performance. Then, let me go back. This. Now we go to supply the range. We go to category. Start going to then select everything. Then you anchor it by pressing function F4. After anchoring it, then we place a comma. After placing a comma, then we select our category. Then we anchor our category by pressing function F4. Then the next thing that we have to do is for us to place a comma. Then the next one is for us to supply the sum range for the conversion. Now we we'll go back to marketing performance table, then we go to conversion. So to conversion, then we press to shift down to select all the value in conversion. Then we now place the bracket around it. Then close our bracket and we hit enter. So now the total number of conversion for this, for baby category, is about 73. Now for sales, we simply press equal to and do the same thing by using the sum function, sum e function. So press tab, then we select the range by coming to the marketing performance table. We go to category. Then you now place a comma. After placing the comma, then we select the category. After selecting the category, then we place the comma. Then the next thing that we have to do, after selecting the category, then we have to select the sum range for the sales. Now we have to go back to marketing performance table. Then we go to sales column. Then you select everything that's there. Then you now close the bracket. Close the bracket. Then we hit enter. So now the total number of sales for baby category is about $5,557.33. Now let's say, for example, for men, for children, you can see it. For general, see it. For home, for men, for others, and for women. So now this is how to create a dashboard to show a summary view of the marketing performance for each of the category in this data set. Thanks for listening and hope to see you next time.